Hi everybody, I just want to do a quick sound test and well, first of all, I've got a poll open. So if you guys can click on the answer. Hi Deborah, happy Monday, or excuse me, happy Wednesday. Seems like Monday to me. Happy Wednesday to you. There's a place for you. Hi Carol. Thank you, Deborah. There should be, I've never done the poll thing before, so hopefully you guys can see. Oh yeah, it says 73% of the people have said yes, that they do sell on eBay right now, and 27% have said no. So that gives me a good idea. Thank you very much. I'm going to close the poll. I've never done that before, so thank you for testing that out. And we'll see. Oh, I can't believe my phone's ringing. Oh my gosh, I forgot to shut my phone off. Delete. Goodbye. Okay, and 27% people said no, so 85% voted. So anyways, we'll see how that goes. Thank you so much for testing that out with me. And I'll try another poll later as we go along. So this is being recorded. And why can't you see my screen? There we go. This is being recorded, so thanks for joining me. I'm Danna Crawford, and this is Webinar Wednesday. And we're going to be going over how to list. I'm just quickly going to say hello so you know I'm a real person. And this is being recorded. So hi everybody, thanks for joining me today. I don't want to keep my camera on, but I just wanted to do a quick shout out and let you know that I'm really here and I am really a real person. Okay, so we'll see you again. Shut that up. All right, now here we are at Webinar Wednesday. So today's presentation is about researching items. So I know that we have a few eBay sellers with us today, and then a few people are not eBay sellers. So thank you for those that just came in. Looks like we have a good crowd. So the way that this works, usually when I'm doing a presentation, I have everybody save their questions till the end. However, when we're doing these live demo kind of things, I do not mind if you type in questions as I go along, and I'll try. I'm not real good at multitasking like this, but I will do my best to check the question board for anything that comes in. So I've just cleared all of the questions right now, and we'll get started. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Danna Crawford. I'm the Strategic Director over at WorthPoint. I've been an eBay seller since '97. So this is my eBay dashboard as of today, and my sales are a little low, so I apologize. It's a little embarrassing, but my sales are a little low right now, but they're picking up. So I had a really good selling weekend over the holidays, so that was nice. I love it when that works out. But I've been busy. I usually do WorthPoint work during the week, and then when I finish, then I do my eBay work. Well, of course, I do shipping in the morning, and then I do most of my listings on weekends. So yes, I work 7 days a week pretty much, but it's because I'm going to be a grandma for the first time. So I'm going to be a grandma this summer. So I'm pretty excited. So I'm on a mission to make as much money as possible. So whenever I have a goal like that, it helps you as an eBay seller or as a seller at all to set goals for yourself. And when you have goals set, it makes you work harder. And I know it does for me. And of course, I'm highly motivated. So let's see. Okay, let's see. I saw a hand went up and I'm trying to figure out. Hi, Linda. I was trying to figure out, let's see where the questions are. Sometimes they don't show up for some reason. Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, guys, so let's get moving. Now, when I'm getting started, let me start with, okay, I'm a consignment seller, so people send stuff to me. All of my items that I list are not consignment, but a good percentage of them are. So what I start with, like for example, I've got these books. Let me just turn on the webcam and I'll show them to you first. Okay, so here we go. So I've got these books were sent to me, and she said she didn't know anything about them. She mostly sent me some higher end stuff, but I don't mind if people send a few low end items as long as we've got some high end stuff. So there were these 3 books. I had never heard of them or seen them before personally. So there's Roger Rabbit, Andy Panda, and then Donald Duck. So you can see they're by this company called New Better Little Books, and it looks kind of like a takeoff of the Golden Book, and they're all dated 1949, and we can see that the original date was 1948, so that means that, of course, these came out the next year. So these aren't first editions, these are second editions. So there's 3 books that are the same brand, however, only 2 are Disney. That's the first thing I noticed. And then 1 is just Andy Panda. So the first step is going to be to look them up individually. So I'm going to go start at eBay, and I'm going to first start by looking up the brand of the book, and it's called New Better Little Book. Now, the word new is going to be too popular, so, and it's going to bring up new. So I'm just going to put, well, let's try it. New Better Little Book. And I'm going to start by just looking up the books themselves. Now, the first thing I notice is my settings are at lowest price first. That usually means that I've been shopping, but I'm going to switch it to highest price first. And I'm going to take a look at what's out there. Now, these are listings that have these words, New Better Little Book. So see, we've got 247 results. And we're going to scroll down. Now, what I'm going to do to save time is I'm going to adjust off to the left to show used only. And actually, there's only 3. So now it's going to switch from 200 and whatever to 3. So it's a big difference. So there's only 3 of these listed. And look, there's Brer Rabbit. That's actually my book. That's one of the books that I have. And it is the same book. So they're asking $29.99. So I'm going to make a little note to myself that, okay, that one might be better on its own at $30. Let's go see how they have it listed. They have it listed as good condition with $3.66 shipping. So I could safely list mine at $30 with free shipping. Would be a good way to go. Now I'm going to scroll over to the left, and I'm going to switch it to sold completed items, and it says 0. But then they're going to show us fewer words, and that means that these people have not put in New Little Book. So this one's called Better Little Book. And it's $11, and then we're going down. Let's see if this is highest price. Well, it's 0. So now I'm going to go back to my original search. And I've already decided that I'm pretty much going to list this one the way that this person did. So I'm actually going to open this in a new window. Or I should have done it in a new tab because I don't want to lose my tabs. Let me start over. I'm going to right click and I'm going to open in a new tab so that it goes to the next window because I don't want to lose my little search system here. And then I'm going to keep this one safe and sound while I go back and carry on. So this time I'm going to take out the word new, and I'm going to put in, I'm going to put in BRERRABBIT. Whoops. And let's see if anything else comes up. Oh, we picked up another one this way. So now this person had 3. So they're asking $34.99 for 3 books. And Brer Rabbit is one of them. Now there's someone has one for $9.99. Now see, they didn't have the word new in their title. So that's why we didn't see that one. And now I'm going to switch this again to sold completed. And this one sold for $29. Now it's not the same book. Now there's my book. Now look how many people are coming up because they didn't put the word new in their title. So in this demo, you can see this is a perfect example of how simple words in your search can affect how things are going. Now, this person had new other, but they didn't have new in their title. Now they only got $11. They got 12. Well, they accepted an offer, $10.50. Okay, so let's go back again and see how many are listed live again. So there's 29. Now this one's a $9.99 one. Now I'm going to go see what category they have theirs in. They've got it under collectibles, Disneyana books. And they're only asking $9.99. And let's go back. Now this one that's sold, let's go back, look one more time. Okay, so this is, it's funny because when I'm doing this kind of research, if you came to me and say, I have this in my eBay store right now, and you came to me and said, hey, Danna, how did you go about listing that? How did you come up with that price? I would not have a clue because it's like a decision that I make at the time. So it's like an educated guess kind of thing. It's a roll of the dice, but I couldn't tell you, you know, weeks later how or why I came up with the decision to list it that way. So as you can see, it's all going to depend on how you feel that this should go. So if I look at the current listings and I say, okay, there's one up there for $9.99, that's going to be kind of discouraging. However, they're not top rated. They're not offering free shipping. So I've got that going for me. This person, this was the one that we liked, right? No, this is the, yep, it is. So this person, I would probably list mine compared to them, and I should show up higher than them because I am top rated and I am going to offer free shipping. So I'm going to show up a little bit higher than them. So I feel confident that I would list mine like that. And of course, this isn't the demo on how to list an item, but that's the direction I would go. That demo is actually next week, next Wednesday, if you want to join me on that one. Okay, so I would be comfortable with that. Now, just for fun, let's go over to WorthPoint. And let's see how these have been selling over time. So now I'm going to put in BRERRABBIT. And again, WorthPoint is going to make some suggestion. First comes molasses. That's interesting. And I'm going to put in better little book. Search. All right. Now, these are the most recent sales. So this one in August sold for $12.99. These are not the same. These first 3 are not the same as mine. Now we go down $12.96, $10.96, $15.95, $15.50, $21.95 in December 2017. So They're all over the place recently. Let's just, for fun, let's go see what is the highest price one. Now it looks like people were putting these in box lots. So this little box lot of 6 books went for $60 in 2012. $60. All right, let's scroll down. Here's the highest price one, sold for $34 in March of 2016. And then, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and see how they listed theirs. And they also put it under Disneyana. And I'm going to pay attention to how did they list theirs. Now, theirs looks in pretty darn good condition, actually. But I can learn a lot. So 34, 33. I'm pretty confident that I could list mine for 30 bucks with free shipping. So I just made the decision that I'm going to put Breer Rabbit off to the side, and I'm going to list him separately. And now I'm going to go back and check on the other ones. So let's put in Donald Duck. And we've got, wow, look at that one. Well, this is asking prices. Now, so far, these are not the same Donald Duck as my book. They're different covers than the one I'm trying to research. Mine is called Mystery of the Double X. But this will give us an idea on those Donald Ducks. Now, these are all asking prices, so I can't go by the current market value by looking at, I mean, I can't understand the going price on my research if I'm only looking at current. But I did notice that there's 57, so that's quite a few. However, none of them have matching mine right now. So the thing that we have to keep in mind when we're researching like this is what kind of words are we looking for in our search, because not everybody is going to type all of these words in their title. So let's just try adding mystery. We don't even have to add double X, and we don't have to add all of those words. See, we can find what we're looking for. Now there's the double X, $30, $20, and $20. Okay. Now let's see what they've been selling for. 2 have sold. One sold for $4.99 and one sold for $12.95. So my guess is that again, they weren't top rated seller. Let's see if they had free shipping. They did not. They did not. So these are the kind of things you want to keep in mind. Let's go back to current. And then when I figure out, now this guy's asking $30 and the other one's asking $20, he does not have free shipping either. So I'm pretty confident I'm going to list mine for $29.99 free shipping. I'm going to open it into a new tab so that, because that's the one that I want to list mine like. So I'm all set, and that one's ready to go in a new tab. So I'll be listing that one, and I'll be listing that one after this webinar. Now this next one, I'm going to look up, let's take out mystery. Let's take out, oh, let's go look at WorthPoint real quick. Let's look up Donald. See, I don't even have to put all the words in. It's not a sentence. They don't have to be in order. And we can see the highest one that ever sold well, it actually sold in 2017 for $33. And notice how they took their photo. I really like that. And guess what? I'm going to do my photo like that because they sold theirs for the most amount of money. There weren't anybody on eBay that had theirs like that. Look how their photos are. Those 3 photos are not great, in my opinion. And they're not in your face. So I'm definitely going to do that with mine. So this is how I learn. This is something. And then we notice this other one, all of these on WorthPoint that sold, notice how they had their photos lined up in front and center in your face. So the person, when you're shopping, you can see it. And then notice how all of these people have them kind of distant. They didn't care, in my opinion, on their photos. Okay, I'm just going to check the questions. No questions coming in. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to try this poll thing again. So I'm going to send out a quick poll. And I want to know if any of you are subscribed to WorthPoint right now. So it should pop up so I can get a feel for anybody that's using WorthPoint right now. Okay, a lot of people are. That's great. Okay, so a couple of you are not, and that's okay too. So we are going to have a special offer. Actually, if you want to write it down before I forget, let me see my notes. Because if you want to try it out, the code is webinar, and then it is 12319. So it's webinar 12319. If you write that down, you'll be able to get half off WorthPoint for the first month. And then it'll cost you $10 to try it out for a month. Okay. Very good. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to close this poll. I like this poll stuff. I'm gonna keep doing this in the future. That's fun. All right, 71% voted. So thanks everybody for voting. Okay. Somebody said they can't understand about placing a tab on items. Good question. Sometimes I go too fast. So please, I want to make sure everybody understands what I'm doing. So if I do something too fast and you say, hey, how did she do that? Just type it in and I will go over it. So the way that I do tabs is you go to the item that you want to make a tab of, and then you hold your cursor over it. And when you hold your cursor over it, I guess my cursor's not showing up. Let's see, how do I make that show up? Spotlight. Okay, so you hold your cursor over the word and then you right click. Whoops, except wait, that doesn't work. I can't do it when I have this thing on there. Oh, there we go. And then I right click, and then now you'll see open link in a new tab or open link in a new window, open link incognito. Incognito means it's going to open up in a whole new window that's going to, in a whole new browser so that it's not traceable. Or I can copy the link address so I can email it to somebody if I want to, but you simply click link in new tab. It's the one at the top. So when you click it, then now you can see that it opened, that it's at the top of my screen, and I can just simply, I use Chrome. That's my browser of choice. So that's what I'm using. And these are all tabs that I've opened up in new windows. So at the end of the day, I tend to have too many windows open. But I hope that I have to get rid of this dot. It's driving me crazy. Okay, so let me see. Did that answer your question? You're welcome, Carol. Okay, let's see. I'll cancel those. How do you determine commissions? What do you mean? Commissions on, oh, you mean on consignment? Oh, okay, gotcha, Marla. If you're interested in my consignment services, if you go to my website, it's called powersellingmom.com. And if you hold your cursor over products and services, And if you scroll down to eBay consignment, and then on my consignment page, as soon as it comes up, here we go. If you scroll down, I've got the breakdown of all of my services on consignment. Let me find it. Here it is. So I charge $3 per listing, which is only charged after it sells, so I don't ask for that up front. And then it's 50-50 split up to 1,000, and then the breakdown is there for anybody that's interested in looking at it. And then also, if you want to look at my contract, you can actually click on to download a free copy of it. If you're thinking about, for those of you that are eBay sellers and you're thinking about doing consignment, feel free to download my contract and copy it. I don't care. Just change it, make it your own, take my logo off, and make your own contract, because you should really have one. And then people ship stuff to me from all over the country. In fact, these little books I got sent to me from Canada, but the good stuff of hers I'm going to get listing soon. If you are already doing consignment, I also have a form on this page to be added to my directory. I get too many. I can't even keep up with all of the calls that I get. I had to take my phone number off my website because I get so many calls about consignment. So I'm creating a directory and I'm sharing the joy. So if somebody calls, like I have call right now from Texas, so I need to go find out if I got somebody in Texas that can take this person. And it's just easier that way, because like one lady has some Barbie doll stuff that's really big and she don't want to ship it to me, and that's fine. So I've been trying to find her someone close by. So the main thing is that people get the help that they need. I don't charge any fees. I don't expect commission on your commission or whatever. I just think that it's more important that we help people that want to get their stuff sold. Okay, so enough about me. You could just go to my website and get that information. So that should answer your question, Marla. Thank you for asking. Okay, sort of, but I have an Apple, but we'll play. Oh, okay, Carol, sorry. Yeah, I don't have an Apple. So there should be, it should be the same thing though. You should be able to open up new tabs in your Apple. So just Google it, I guess. Sorry, I couldn't help on that. All right, so looks like I've answered all those questions. Let's see. Now, I have one book left that is the Andy Panda. Let's see what we should do with Andy. And it looks like those are not mine. Oh, here's mine. $31.50 they're asking. Let's see if they don't have free shipping. So this is, I don't like to do free shipping on all of my stuff. I try to do, hi Cindy, I try to do free shipping as much as possible, but I don't offer it on everything. So keep that in mind. I think it's important. Free shipping will give you a better boost in search, but sometimes it's just not feasible to do it. So I don't offer it on everything. So now I'm seeing on Andy Panda, there's quite a few. Now, not all of them. Now you can see some people put the word vintage. Some people put the word pup. Oh, it is with Presto, the pup. Let me go back up. Let's add Presto pup. All right, so now it's telling me there are 9. There's 9 currently on eBay. One's from Canada. It's funny, this one was shipped to me from Canada. And if we scroll down, the lowest one is $11.99. Doesn't look like anybody's a top-rated seller, so I've got that going for me. Now this person, oh, they've got or best offer, and they've got free returns. I actually offer free returns as well. Now we can see free returns is showing up as a bonus there. That's going to help sell your item. Let's see if they have free shipping. They do not. So I'll have that going for me. Now let's go see who has sold this book. All right, they were asking 21.24 and they were asking 17. I'm going to copy those words that I was using and I'm going to head over to WorthPoint and I'm going to take a look at what they were going for in WorthPoint. Now, WorthPoint is always the determining factor for me on how to list my item, on how to price it, because I can get a realistic, the highest price this book has ever sold was 24 bucks. So with that said, I don't think I'm going to even try to list this one for 30 bucks because I don't think it would be realistic. But I am going to learn. Now, this one sold in 2011, 2013, 2016. So this book doesn't sell as high as the other ones. So let's look at the sale dates. 2018 was in October was the last time this book sold. And it sold for $17.95. $11.95, $12. So it looks like about 20 bucks is going to be more realistic on Andy Panda. Yeah, see, they were asking $21.24 and $17.95. This one had free shipping and they actually took 15% off. So I'm going to go ahead and save that, open in a new tab, and I'm going to come back to that one later and I'm going to get it listed, and I'm probably going to list mine at, I don't know, $22 with make an offer. I do add make offers on everything too, so, but we'll talk more about that next week on listing day. Next week I'm going to do live demos on how I list items. Okay, so the next item, so I've determined my value on my 3 books. Now, I will be honest, I was thinking that I was going to list them all together, but I'll make more money if I list those individually, and I just learned that by doing this type of research. And this is why research is so important. You have to research before you list. That's the bottom line. All right. After doing research, what is the cutoff for too cheap to bother with? Good question, Marla. So the too cheap to bother with question. Now, personally, I don't like to mess with anything under $10. But if I also, sometimes I'll say, like say this one, for example. Let's see, what would be a good example? What do I have? Okay, I have some, I don't know. I can't think of anything. Somebody type in something for me to look up. I can't think of anything. Let's try Steve. No, that'll, all right, let's try Beanie Baby Peace. All right, Peace Bear Beanie Baby. Now, there are going to be all types of labels on these, so it's going to be challenging to identify your Beanie Baby. I need to just do a webinar on Beanie Babies. I don't want to bore those of you that are not interested in Beanie Babies because they're so challenging to identify. Okay, let me look that up. Here we go. Somebody gave me, I'm going to go to ebay.com. Let's start from scratch. Let's go with Bobby Allison hat. All right, so first I'm going to look up Bobby Ellison hat. So it came up with 23 results. And of course, we're getting hat pins as well. So I'm first looking at the lowest price. So I'm going to switch it up to highest price first. Now it looks like this guy's asking 180. Then we got 149. Does yours have a signature, Cindy? Is it autographed? Because that's going to make a bit of a difference. It is, okay. So we'll start at the top. This guy's asking 180, and there's 23. Oh, she was a fan. All right, so now we're going to go off to the left, and we're going to click on sold items. So 15. So it looks like the highest price on eBay was 85, and then the price goes down. And it goes down. So, of course, we want to list ours like at the highest price ones. Now, it depends on which hat you have also. So this one looks like the nicer one from the 1980s. And notice the words that they've used, Cindy. So they got trucker, they've got snapback, they've got some good keywords in that title. She has a rare one. Nice. Well, this one sold for 85. So looks like 85 free shipping compared to these people are asking 180. I don't know if that's realistic. Now, he does have a certificate of authenticity, so that can help add, but let's go take a look on WorthPoint. Wait, first let me go copy my words. Let's go see what they've been doing over here. Now this is set off right now on sale date. So it looks like one sold for $12.50 and it was autographed, and that sold September 23rd and September 22nd. So these people got some good deals. Looks like the price has really gone down. 20 bucks, 10 bucks. This one went for 10. Now, I love a good challenge. So to me, I would become challenged to, of course, sell this for the most amount of money that I can. So I'd become a little discouraged seeing that they've been selling so low. So you have a couple options. It's like you could save it until the price goes up, or if you want to try to make a few bucks, I would, whoops, where'd it go? This guy's asking 180, and this guy's 149, 125, 99. And then when we look at the most recent sale, we're looking at 85. So if mine's looking in good condition and it looks pretty good like that one, I would say you'd be okay asking 85 for that without making an offer, and just let it sit, because 85 is actually going to be more attractive than 180. So it's going to bring you down to be in about this placement. So that's a good thing. And then let's go see what over time, what the highest price has been. Wow, 299, but it had Dale Earnhardt, Richard Petty, had a lot of names on it. So we need to look for his single name, where his name is just on his own. It looks like these. Okay, here's one, $49.99. $49.99. 48. So that's about the going rate. So if it was me, I would list mine at $85, and then I would have make an offer, and then auto accept, auto decline, $44. That's how I would list it. Hope that helped. Okay, good luck with that, Cindy. Let's see, Cabbage Patch Dolls. That's a big category, Cabbage Patch Dolls, but let's go look. Wow. Now these are current listings. You're welcome, Cindy. Okay, these are current listings. I sold all my Cabbage Patch Dolls back in the day, and I got good money. All right, let's go to sold. All right, look at this, $10,000. Wish I had a truckload of those. I wouldn't give them to the grandkids either. I'd be selling them, right? All right, so first of all, we've got this one called Nita Daisy. And then we can scroll down. It looks like they've really gone up. Now, again, if you want to study this kind of thing, you're going to learn that there are going to be, there's going to be different noses. There's going to be different names. There's all kinds of different things on items like this. So you're going to have to use all of the keywords to review exactly what kind of Cabbage Patch doll that you have. There's just too many different things that can be. So just for fun, I can only imagine. $75,000. Look at that. Extremely rare Cabbage Patch. Little People doll, Helen Blue edition, sold for $75,000 in February 2017. Does anybody have one of those? I'll give you $10, right? Yeah, I wish too. So, when you are running across those Cabbage Patch dolls, if you're out and about, and if you have the WorthPoint app, you can go in and say you're at Goodwill or you're, at one of these thrift stores or garage sales. You can pull out the WorthPoint app and look these up on the go, and then you'll know which ones are the kind that you want to buy. So there's something about these noses. I honestly don't even remember them having doll noses like that. But so they're called original soft sculptured, handcrafted, painted and stitched. And then, of course, they got to have that Xavier signature on it. So again, just like Beanie Babies, there's so much that we can do with looking these up because there's so many different things in play here. I would have to have that doll right in front of me to be able to really put a value on it, because it could be, let's go look at the most current sales. Like here's one, $44.68. So, and it's the Cabbage Patch Kids. It's going to depend on the year, the kind it is. There's just so many different in that brand. There's the Cabbage Patch Cuties, Fantasies, shoelaces, shoelaces for your Cabbage Patch doll, and so on. So there's lots of different things. But I hope that helps you understand more on how important it is to have the item in front of you, to look up the keywords, and look up, use different strategies when you're researching them. All right, does anybody have anything else you'd like me to research? You're welcome, Carol. Okay. I have a coat. Let me see, where is it? Okay. I have this coat. I bought a box lot. I was at one of those fill a bag sales. I love those. When I go to a fill a bag sale, I'll tend to, you know, fill the bag. But one of the bags, these were like big garbage bags. And I picked up this jacket. So let me show it to you. Here we go. So this is, it looks like a mink stole is what I would call it. And I don't usually grab stuff like this because I haven't done well with them. But this one caught my eye because it had, where is it? It had this label on it. And I thought the label looked really interesting. Where is it? So I didn't look it up because it was fill a bag. So now I've been sorting through this bag of stuff. So now let's go see if we can research the label. Okay, shut this off. All right, so first place I'll start, of course, is on eBay.com. And I'm going to see what the label says. And this one says Sears. And it's fake fur. It's not real fur. So Sears, the fashion place. Or let's do, see what happens. So I'm going to start with that. So we got fox fur, fake fur, Sears, fashion place. So right away, 4, that's it. And they're cheap. Now I'm going to, of course, switch it to highest price of the 4. So $50. Let's go look at sold. Oh, there's one like mine. So $34.99, they were asking, they accepted an offer. They used the word wrap, cape, and they got cloak. They've got stole. Those are all good words. All right, let's see if I can take these words over to WorthPoint. WorthPoint now has some clothing labels. Nothing. Okay, so that means that they haven't had these under vintage, or it hasn't. Let's try. Okay, so I put in fake fur stole. And of course, I'm getting Barbie's fake fur stoles. So that's because this category, because I'm searching all categories, so I could go off to the left and see dolls. It's got 4,000 in that category. And then I go down to entertainment. And now I'm going to just search textiles and clothing. And search. How can I pull up just that? Search. All right, here we go. So now I can see that these are not big sellers. It's okay. They're not big sellers. I still would like to sell mine. I would probably, looking at this, there's 15. Oh, that's a, oh, they've got shrug. These look more like scarves. Look at there, 1875. It sold for 2012. So let me go back to the top. This was on sale date. Let's go to highest price first. Vintage 1960s fake mink fur stole coat retro chic. That was on eBay UK. These are all eBay UK. This one's eBay America. 2010, they got 102. There's one closer to mine. Well, this one, they've got two of them. They got two of them for 71. So it looks like, yeah, 30 bucks. I'll be lucky to get for this. So I don't mind. I'll just be done with it and just get it listed at 30 bucks. Or I could do an auction and run it on Sunday to Sunday and start it at $9.99, see what happens. I don't know. I think that bottom line is they're not real valuable. It's not. Let's try Sears fashion coat. No, Sears is not showing up under. Here we go. Yeah, but we're getting children's. It's funny. It's interesting because Sears, the fashion place. Anyhow, bottom line, I'm going to save that one, open it in another link, in another tab, so that I can come back to it later and get it listed. So feel free to check my eBay store. If you just type in to find, if you want to look at my eBay store later, if you just type in askdanna.com, that'll bring you, of course, what? There. It'll bring you right to my eBay store. My eBay ID is Danna, D-A-N-N-A, so it's real easy to find. So that's it. All right, so I hope I've got some fun stuff. You're welcome to look. But next week is the webinar on how to, I'm going to do live listing demos. So I'm going to go through actually how I go about listing these items, and then I'll do the live demos on getting them listed. So that's everything in a nutshell. Again, if you want to try out WorthPoint for 50% discount, it's webinar, all uppercase, webinar 12319. And that is the code. So I will send you a follow-up email with that as well. So do we have any other questions? Okay, I don't see any other questions in the question box. All right. So quickly, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. I hope to see you next week. So until then, happy researching. Bye. You're welcome. Now, how do I shut it off? Oh, here we go.